Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving deep into faceless YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
specifically how to gain watch time quickly.
Okay.
And we've got a ton of info straight from successful YouTubers.
Right.
So we're skipping the theory today and jumping right into what's working.
Sounds good.
So we all know YouTubers want to hit that 4,000 hour mark to get monetized.
Yep.
But I think sometimes we forget why that's so important in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, what makes watch time the holy grail of YouTube?
It really is the key metric for YouTube.
I mean, one of the sources we read even got monetized with a single video.
Oh, wow.
How is that even possible?
Well, YouTube cares about keeping people on the platform as long as possible.
Okay, so it's not just about views.
Right. It's about watch time.
And that means more ads.
More ads and more revenue for YouTube.
And a cut for you.
Exactly.
So a longer watch time basically tells YouTube your content is valuable.
Exactly. They want to promote videos that keep viewers engaged.
Makes sense.
And that's how you get more views and potentially more revenue.
Okay, so that explains why watch time is so important.
Definitely.
But back to that single video.
Oh, right.
What kind of video keeps someone hooked for that long?
Well, it's got to be super captivating and offer a ton of value.
So longer videos automatically equal more watch time.
Actually, no.
Really?
If the video is boring, people will click away.
Oh, right. And that hurts your channel.
Exactly. Audience retention is super important.
So is there like a sweet spot for video length?
Not really. It depends on your content and your audience.
One creator, Sean Kitching, said a short video with low views can actually be better for watch time.
Then a long video with high views that people click away from.
Interesting.
Each viewer who stays till the end shows YouTube that you're providing quality content.
So it builds your authority over time.
Yep. And leads to more visibility.
So it's about playing the long game.
Yeah, you're building trust with both the algorithm and your audience.
Okay, now I have to ask about live streaming.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of the YouTubers we read about raved about it.
It's a great way to boost watch time.
How so?
Well, live streaming is all about real-time interaction.
Okay, I can see that.
People watch longer because they can participate in Q&As, polls, and even just chat with you in the comments.
Oh, and one of the YouTubers said you can go live from your phone.
With just 50 subscribers?
As long as you have a clean record?
Yeah. No fancy setup needed.
So you can connect with your audience and build watch time right away.
Exactly.
That's pretty amazing.
It is. But you still got to keep that audience engaged.
Right? Quality matters, even when you're live.
Definitely. So we were talking about finding your niche.
Yeah.
And why it's so important for success on YouTube.
Right? Like, it's not just about picking a topic.
No, it's about attracting a specific audience who's really interested in what you offer.
Okay, so it's about understanding who you're making content for.
Exactly.
But what if your passion doesn't align with a profitable niche?
That's a tricky one.
Some niches just have higher CPMs than others.
That's true.
So you have to balance what you love creating with what's going to actually make money.
Exactly. It's a tough decision.
Is it more about the joy of creating or building a business?
Sometimes it's both.
Yeah, ideally.
Right?
And then there's that whole search trend jacking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds kind of risky.
It can be, but there's potential for big rewards.
So it's about capitalizing on trends while they're hot.
Exactly like riding a wave.
But how do you know which trends to chase?
Well, you got to understand the difference between trend searches and evergreen searches.
Okay, so trend searches are like those viral dances that are popular for a week.
Right, exactly, and then they disappear.
But evergreen searches are more like how to bake a cake.
Yeah, those are always going to be relevant.
And those are the ones we should focus on for long-term watch time.
Evergreen content can keep attracting viewers and watch hours for years.
So you build a library of content that keeps working for you.
Exactly.
Okay, but what about those trend searches?
You can use them for quick exposure.
Okay, so you can get a burst of watch time.
Right, but you got to be fast and create content while the trend is still hot.
So it's about being strategic.
Exactly. Know when to ride the wave and when to plant those evergreen seeds.
Okay, now what about keeping those viewers hooked once they've found your content?
That's where playlists come in.
Right, playlists.
A lot of YouTubers swear by them.
Is it as simple as just grouping similar videos together?
It's more than that. You're curating a viewing experience.
Oh, I see.
Guiding viewers through your content like chapters in a book.
And you can embed links to other playlist videos.
In your descriptions and comments.
So you keep viewers clicking through to the next video.
Exactly.
And then their end screens.
Oh, yeah. Those are important too.
But don't just slap them on at the end.
Right. You got to create a smooth transition.
That leads viewers into the next piece of content.
Exactly.
So it's about respecting the viewer's time.
Yeah, and making the whole experience feel cohesive.
And then there's content alignment,
Right.
making sure your videos cater to the same audience.
Yeah. So YouTube can easily recommend more of your stuff.
It's all about working with the algorithm.
Exactly.
Now, the algorithm can be kind of intimidating.
I get that.
Like it's this mysterious force controlling your fate.
Think of it more like a matchmaker.
Okay, a matchmaker.
It's trying to connect viewers with content they'll love.
And if you create good content that keeps people engaged,
the algorithm will help you out.
Yeah. So it's partnership.
Exactly. You provide the content, and the algorithm helps you find the right audience.
But the algorithm is always changing.
That's true. So you got to stay up to date.
So you're always learning and adapting.
Right. But the basics stay the same.
Create great content and engage your audience.
Exactly. And be patient.
Speaking of engagement, that's something we need to dive deeper into.
Okay, we're just talking about engagement and how important that is for a channel.
Yeah, and how it can actually boost your watch time.
It might seem counterintuitive,
Right.
but building a strong community can really make a difference.
But exactly.
Well, when viewers feel like they're part of something, they're more invested in that community's content.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
It's like being a fan of a band.
Okay, I can see that.
You'll go to their concerts and buy their merch.
Even if their new album isn't your favorite?
Exactly.
So you're building that loyalty.
And that same loyalty can translate to a YouTube channel.
Okay, so how do we build that kind of community?
It starts with engagement.
Okay, so respond to comments.
Yes, and ask questions.
Create opportunities for interaction.
Right. You got to be an active participant.
Not just showing up.
Exactly. Foster a dialogue with your viewers.
Make them feel heard.
Yeah, and one of the best ways to do that is through live streams.
They just keep coming up.
It's because they offer that real-time connection.
Look at that.
Viewers can interact with you directly.
Ask questions.
Share their thoughts.
Like a virtual gathering.
Exactly. You're creating a shared experience.
And that builds stronger bond.
And keeps people watching.
Okay, so engagement is key.
But also, don't forget to just be yourself.
Authenticity.
Right? People can spot a fake from a mile away.
Yeah.
Let your personality shine through.
Share your passions.
Don't be afraid to be vulnerable.
That's what creates a real connection.
And that connection builds a loyal audience.
So community is about connection.
Engagement.
Authenticity.
And all of that leads to more watch time.
It's all connected.
Exactly.
Now let's get a little more technical.
Okay.
We need to talk about metadata.
Titles, descriptions, tags.
It sounds intimidating.
It's really not.
Yep.
It's just about understanding how to talk to the YouTube algorithm.
Okay.
So let's start with titles.
Okay, titles are important.
They're the first thing viewers see.
So they have to grab attention.
Right, like a storefront window.
And they should also include keywords.
The terms people are actually searching for.
So your video shows up in the results.
Exactly.
And then there are descriptions.
A lot of people overlook these.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
But they're super important.
Okay, so what makes a good description?
It should elaborate on your title.
Yeah.
Highlight key takeaways.
Radio.
Maybe even tease some bonus information.
Got it. And don't forget those keywords.
Right, but don't stuff them in.
Keep it natural.
And include calls to action.
Like comment, subscribe.
Exactly.
Guide those viewers.
Now let's talk about tags.
Tags.
They're like labels for your video.
Well, YouTube can categorize it.
Right. Use a mix of broad and specific tags.
Okay, so broad tags would be like cooking or technology.
And specific tags would be like vegan lasagna recipe.
Or iPhone photography tips.
Exactly.
And how many tags should we use?
Aim for between 5 and 15.
Quality over quantity.
And you can use tags to target specific interests.
Oh, yeah, like beginner makeup or mature skin makeup.
Exactly. You're thinking beyond just the topic.
And considering your audience.
That's the key.
Okay, so we've covered titles, descriptions, tags.
The whole metadata package.
Now what about analytics?
Oh, yeah, that's where the real insights come in.
But analytics can be overwhelming.
It's easier than you think.
Okay, well, where should we start?
One of the most important metrics is audience retention.
Okay, how long people are watching?
And where they're dropping off.
So if people are sticking around...
That tells YouTube your content is engaging.
And that's what the algorithm wants.
Exactly. And if you see people dropping off at a certain point...
You can figure out why.
Maybe there's a boring part.
Or the content goes off topic.
Or you're basically a detective.
Using data to improve your videos.
And then there's click-through rate.
How often people click on your video.
In the search results.
So if your click-through rate is low...
Your title or thumbnail might need work.
Right. Got to make people want to click.
The analytics dashboard has so much information.
It's like a gold mine.
It tells you about your audience, their demographics, their interests.
Okay, so analytics is our friend.
It helps you understand your audience and create better content.
This has been a great deep dive.
Yeah, we've covered a lot.
From psychology to tactics to community building.
And even the tech stuff.
So what are your final thoughts on watch time?
It's a journey, not a destination.
I like that.
You're always learning, experimenting, and refining your craft.
So don't get discouraged.
Keep creating, keep engaging.
And keep learning.
Most importantly, be passionate about what you do.
Yeah, our sources were all super enthusiastic.
And that passion really showed in their content.
So find what you love.
Nurture your community.
And never stop learning.
Well said.
To our listeners, we hope this deep dive has been helpful and inspiring.
Yeah, go out there and make amazing content.
And watch those watch hours climb.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive. Bye, everyone.